Hey guys, this is Mary. We're going to be doing a cooking video. Yay! Okay, so we're going to be making pork chop. Now, I've never made pork chop this way, so we're going to experiment together. Now, getting my camera just right to include all of the elements, that's the thing. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to adjust if we need to. Anyway, we're making pork chop. With the pork chop, we're going to be submerging the pork chop in this wet mixture and then putting it into a dry mixture with their seasoning, and then we're going to be frying it. So let's see how this comes out. So I mixed this up, and all this really is pancake batter, and a little something extra because that's how Gladys Knight does it at her restaurant, because they have chicken and waffles. So it's like a sweet and a savory thing. So it's going to be the sweet batter and then the savory dry thing, dry mixture. It's going to be the bomb diggity. I bet you $1 million. So let's see. Okay, so we have the pork chop in the wet mixture, and it's getting all yummy and coated. And I didn't season the pork chop first. I seasoned the dry mixture, which is done quite often. Some people don't do that, but depends on how I'm feeling that day. These are panko breadcrumbs, which are very crunchy and yummy. They fry up real crunchy. It's like a good crunch. I don't know. And seasoning. So I use salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. And it's better to use onion powder and garlic powder than onion salt or garlic salt, because this is making it more salty, and you don't want it like that. So it gives you the onion and the garlic flavor without adding the sodium content that you don't need. So put that down. Add grease is good, and yep, look at that sizzle, baby. Move my arm out the way. Look at that sizzle. Oh my goodness. I mean, the sizzle is just right. Place it in there. Oh my goodness. That is yummy. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Okay, so I'm thinking to this pan, I was going to do several pork chops at one time. But I think with the pork chop, I want to show you how to fry some potatoes real quick. So I want to do that very quickly. And we can have like a single night dinner, extravaganza with the fried pork chop and the fried potatoes. But it's better if you roast the potatoes, but I don't have time to show you how to roast potatoes right now. We fried pork chop, roast, and fried potatoes. It's going to be so good. Oh my goodness. And everybody doesn't know how to make homemade potatoes. So here's your chance. So I took the potatoes, I cut the ugly pieces off of it. I left the skin on because the skin is awesome. And I decided to take the potatoes and cut it directly into the wet mixture and batter them. Now, it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be, scientific. The thinner they are, the faster they'll cook. And if you cut them relatively the same thickness, look how thin that one is. It just depends on what kind of crunch you want. What kind of consistency or bite you want in your mouth. That's all. There's nothing scientific. And no, I'm not cutting it in some special container, blah, blah, blah. I don't have time for that. That's not how I do it. Because usually I cut it directly into the frying pan. So, whatever. You take it, you toss it around with your hands because, cooking is more fun when you use your hands. Get them good and coated. And then we're going to transfer it into the grease. Okay, so this pork chop is cooking up really good. We're going to carefully place the potatoes in, and you want to drip most of the batter into the pan bowl because you don't want to waste it, and you don't want to create a whole bunch of debris in the pan that's going to cause the grease to become the oil to become dirty and have too much leftovers in it, so you can continue to cook. Because the more little pieces that get stuck in the bottom, it'll turn black, and then that'll be occupying your pan, and you won't have room for more food. So we place the potatoes in, and mind you, the potatoes do not take that long to cook. I mean, it's going to take like a few, well, I don't know, not a few seconds. A little while on one side, a little while on the other side. It'll be great. So we're going to flip this over in a moment. We're going to give it a few more seconds to cook that pork. Let me put some of the oil on that side to see if we can get that side a little browner real quick. Because we don't have it submerged in oil because, I don't know, don't like it. So we're working with what we have. That's all the oil I have. Plus, having it submerged in oil, it's just like soaks it up and it's just not very healthy. The potatoes are doing their thing. The pork chop is doing this thing. And we'll come back when we're ready to flip that pork chop over and flip those potatoes. So I checked this potato and it looks brown, but it looks more like the batter. I might have flipped it prematurely because the batter seemed more like it was brown and not the actual potato becoming soft. See? So, it's doing this thing. It's working on it. See, this side of the pan just doesn't have as much oil as that side of the pan because I think my eye is slightly slanted. But look at, oh my gosh, look at that. Are you serious right now? You know you want some. You know you do. You know you want some. Oh, yeah. Now, really, you're not supposed to cook items in the pan with meat because if it's like E. coli, like chicken, then that will go into whatever else you're cooking. But these are going to cook at relatively the same speed, which means you're not transferring grossness into the potatoes. I've seen the famous chefs do this, so I guess it's okay. They pay them, millions of dollars to do it on television. Must be great, right? And they feed that stuff to their crew. They eat it themselves. Do you see that? Oh my gosh! Can you listen? I mean, look at that crunch. Oh my goodness. We have it on medium-high heat. It's almost one notch above medium-high. I'm going to turn it down to medium-high to give the inside, because if you do this, blood will probably come up to let you know it's not cooked. This is not the thickest piece of pork chop, so I think we're good because nothing immediately emerged. But we're going to just give it time to do its thing, get all crunchy and brown and beautiful. I'm going to periodically just regulate the level of oil in the pan. And we're using vegetable oil. Oh, using vegetable oil? Give me a moment. We're using canola oil. Normally I use canola oil. I bought vegetable oil last year because I wanted to make some slime. So, but the research said canola oil was better for you about 10 years ago or 6 years ago. I don't know. It's probably changed now. It always changes. They never know what's really best for you. They always change it. Oh, wine is great for you. Oh, chocolate is great for you. Oh, you can smoke marijuana and all this great stuff. Whatever. Anyway, we're using canola oil. It's on medium-high heat. This is one small red potato battered in a sweet mixture of pancake batter and some yumminess. And this is almost done. So I'll get back to you when we are almost finished. All right, it's been a few minutes. I actually have eaten a couple of the thinner potatoes. They were finished and they were really good. And mind you, I didn't season the batter that I put on these potatoes. So it was just like the good, sweet yumminess of it is what was so delicious. So this one is good. We're going to take this one out. Most of these are almost done. The thicker ones, I told you, take a little bit longer because they're thicker. So yeah. And then the pork chop, I took off the pan. See, that part of the pan didn't have a lot of grease right there for a moment. So it allowed it to stick a bit. But we're just going to take take that yumminess off the pan. Oh my God. And you don't even know, that's like a oops. But like a pleasant oops, because that's going to be so good. See, that's ready to eat. And I'm going to eat that in a minute. So we're going to leave that down for a minute and give that a few more seconds. Put holes in it to make sure the heat goes all through it. But I believe I only need like 3 more minutes maybe. And it'll be delicious. See my crust trying to come off? Like, dude, don't run away from me. I want to eat you. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll come back to this in a few more minutes. All right, we're going to try these potatoes and see how many of them are ready to go. I think this one is ready. So when you learn how to cook, then you'll be able to tell by the density of it when you put the fork in it as if it's ready. This one is definitely ready to go. Give me a minute. This one, I think a second more. This one, nope. Needs another moment. This one, look at the brownness. I mean, seriously, look at the brownness. And you can always fry potatoes and just season them and put them in a pan. That'll be great too. I just wanted to try the dredging in wet and then in dry. Because I've seen it on television, which really works. It's good to learn new things from different people. Um, use my little basket doohickey thing in here because it really works. It helps you get a lot of things at one time. If you have walked away from your stove for a moment and all your french fries appear to be ready at the same time, you don't have time to use a smaller utensil because then your french fries will burn. Or not. You have to leave them in it for a certain amount of time to get that right crunch on them. And if you use something else, I find that it will take longer to get them out and it will cause them to burn. And we don't want that food to burn. We want that food to be yummy, yum, yum. So that's what the pork chop looks like. And I think it's ready to come out. Let me see. I think we're good. I always try to cut it a little bit in the pan because if you cut it and it's like not ready and the bloody juice comes out, then that's in your serving plate and that's not good. Especially if you have other done food that's done in the serving plate. You don't want that to happen. So let me see. It looks finished. Yay! All right, let me put this in a plate and we'll see. Okay, so this is a finished product. The pork chop is really crunchy. We made it with panko breadcrumbs and potatoes are really yummy. The only problem with this plate is not the yumminess, but the fact there's no colors. You're really supposed to eat your colors and have some kind of vegetable present on your plate to give a contrast. Now, if your plate is all brown, it means everything you're eating is fried, and that's not nutritious. But I'm gonna tell you, this is yummy. I mean, just like, you hear that? Oh my God. That is so good. Okay, so this is pork chop. I say coated with pancake batter. For the sweetness. I put something else in the pancake batter, and then it's coated with panko breadcrumbs, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. And that's to your taste. It's how much you would like. And fried in canola oil, but just a small amount. And potatoes, red potatoes, cut up and only dredged in the pancake batter mixture that make it sweet. And fried together. And oh my gosh. First of all, look at this big chunk of crustiness that came off that pork chop. Like, that is going to be a bite of yummy. I mean, like, yummy. Okay, so panko breadcrumbs are the bomb. I love regular breadcrumbs too because the Italian ones are already seasoned. Even though I still season them. Enjoy this dish. Please try it. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to see. What you want me to do. Share this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to talk less this time. Yay! And be safe, be blessed. Remember, I love you. God loves you. And we're going to do better with making more nutritious choices. But this right here is a freaking bomb. This was a good experiment. This is a win and not a fail. We did good. This is my first time making it just for y'all because I love y'all. Woo, woo, woo. Have a great night.